So people have been asking about this thing that I bought. Had a bunch of questions, so I made a review. Although there are a bunch on YouTube, and I highly recommend the one done by JHS Pedals regarding Behringer. Now, this thing is the GDI 21, and it's both a pedal and something that you can use to plug straight into the mixing desk or your recording sound card, your audio sound card. The reason why I bought it, it's basically because you can go straight into a PA with it, and in a pinch you can save a gig with this thing. Also, I have a bunch of effects processors and plugins for my computer, but this is a really nice toy to have, and it sounds amazing. It's a copy of the Tech 21 Sansamp, which goes for around 200 quid or something like that. This thing costs a fraction of that. I paid something like £20 for it, and it sounds amazing. Now, I'll start saying the things I don't like. The first thing that I don't like is that I don't think it's the greatest quality, okay? This is actually the second one I bought. The first one I had to send back because it had a noise in one of the settings. Another thing is that it's made of plastic. It's not made of metal like your typical Boss pedal or JHS pedal, which will last forever. So if you're doing a gig and there's a fierce animal like a tiger in the audience and you have to defend yourself with this, it won't survive. But having said that, it's £20. It's the price of a pint and a kebab and a portion of chips, except in the onion rings. But it's 20 quid, and 20 quid will go a long way. So having said that, it's got 3 settings, so for 3 different amplifiers here. It's got 3 settings for the mode that you want it to be in. So basically you can have an amplifier in clean, distorted or high gain sound. And finally you have a choice of 3 different mic placements. You got center, classic and off axis. And finally there's a ground switch, which it's just for reducing noises. Then you have here, let me see, you got here the drive, the amount of drive you want, treble, bass, and level. So it's pretty straightforward. When the unit is off, it acts as a transparent DI box. So, you get that extra. Finally, I think I've said finally before, you got 3 connections here. You have your input, you have the XLR output, which is to go straight into the desk or sound card, and this output which goes to your amplifier. So it works as a pedal as well. But I bought it just as something to go straight into the desk. But I'll try it as a pedal at some point. You can connect 9-volt battery, and you can also go with your pedal power supply. I'm going to try the tweet setting, which I suppose is a copy of a Fender amplifier, on its cleanest sound, on the clean setting, and with a classic microphone position. So here's a very clean setting. Let's see. So now let's try it with the microphone in the center position. Pretty cool. Now, with the microphone in the off-axis position. Let's see. I find that, you know, it's really responsive. It works really good, you know, the placement of the microphone. Now, a bit of gain on that setting. See? So pretty cool for a clean setting. It sounds like an amplifier with a bit of overdrive. Now, all the drive all the way up in the cleanest setting. Let's see. So yeah, it sounds lovely. It sounds really, really good. And again, it's 20 quid. Now let's go to same thing, tweet amplifier, but you know, on the high gain setting. Let's see how it sounds. Sounds lovely. Now let's try the hot setting, which is the highest gain possible. This is, you know, without fidgeting with the controls a lot. You know, you get a lot of options here. 3 amplifiers, 3 settings, 3 mic placements. I don't think I have enough time in this video. Now let's go to the British setting, which I suppose, you know, it's Marshall simulation. So this is in the hot setting. I'm going to make my way back. Now, different mic placement in the center. And classic. So yeah, very responsive. It changes a lot the tone. And let's see now how high gain on the British amplifier. Sounds awesome. Now let's try the clean British setting. So much for clean. Wow. So the British setting at its cleanest, sounds with a bit of crunch. But it's still workable. I mean, if you moderate your dynamics. So it's really cool. Now, the last setting is the California. And I think it's a copy of... it's a clone of a Mesa Boogie. So I think, you know, if you're going to play Dream Theater, Metallica, that sort of thing, the California and the British setting you will absolutely love. So this is the clean. Yeah, again, it's crunchy. The cleanest setting on the with the drive all the way down to 0, it still sounds pretty crunchy. So let's see what we can do. Let's have a bit of gain. Yeah, that will do it. Yeah, and that's a clean setting. It sounds pretty heavy. So let's try that same setting with high gain. Yeah, I love it, and it's workable. So let's try the hot setting. Let's crank that distortion up. It's halfway there. Oh yeah. Now let's try it all the way with all the distortion. So that's my review of the GDI 21. I highly recommend it. It's very good for the price. It gives you a lot of possibilities. It's a lot of fun, and it might help you to save your life if you're ever attacked by a tiger. So if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'm sure I'll get back to you in no time. So catch you later.